Welcome in to another weekend roundup with the Fellowship of the Reelers. Myself, Vigilante, King, Liverpool Prophet, and Rasta Stocks. How are you guys doing? It's FA Cup weekend.
All good, man. All good. By the result,
Yeah,
I'm actually
good.
okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, only one of us can hold our heads up high in this competition. I mean, you guys absolutely slapped Port Vale. Fair play to you, King.
Oh yeah, no, it was a good result. I'm gonna lie, that it was a good weekend. Let's just say that, man. I'm gonna lie, man. The reactions from Liverpool and Arsenal fans were absolutely delicioso. I should say myself, but it is what it is. You know, football's an emotional sport, and when you get knocked out the way that those two teams did for different reasons, yeah, it does get people angry. And yeah, man. I don't look too much into it. I'm gonna lie, it's only Port Vale. I'm happy to be in the semi final, but yeah, I don't really care unless I win it.
Fair
Nice
play.
nice new pick tonight.
Yeah,
Tom King.
that's pretty funny, that profile picture. Fair play, night Tom kid. Fair play. Yeah, how are you, Prophet? Obviously, you guys had a bad result, just like us.
Yeah, a bad result. By the result, I've been good, but yeah, that was a performance that a performance and a result that I don't really want to be seen again. To be fair.
Yeah, man. Rasta?
Yep. For the most part, bro. I don't even know where to start from, lads. To be honest, I don't know if I should start at Liverpool, Arsenal, bro. Yes, two of my rivals, bro. But at the same time, man, brother, I feel like Arsenal's defeat was bad, but it's not as bad as Liverpool, bro. Because Liverpool held 4, and I've said this before, Vig. It's like some of your fans in your fan base are already celebrating like they won every single trophy. And I'm like, you just need to. We both said who wins the Carabao Cup is winning the league.
Yeah, I said
And
that.
and that was a disaster. And you make a championship team that got relegated last season, or the season before, right? Come and beat. Yeah, last season, yeah. Come and beat you. Arteta, P45, bro, because it's like I hear, oh, we're winning the quad, we're doing the domestic double, the domestic treble, this and this and this and this and this. And I'm hearing it over here. I said, guys, you have not won it yet. Wait until you win something, then talk your talk.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until you win something, because I said, as much as I'm mad that we gave Spurs a trophy, they could talk the talk. Hey, we won a trophy. I could say, hey, listen, 2 seasons we won a trophy back to back. King won a trophy, two trophies in 1 season, and Prophet team won a trophy as of recent.
To be fair, Prophet's team has won everything over the last 6 years, really.
Yes, pretty much, yes. So when I tell them over here, brother, you're supposed to be a part of the biggest club in England, bro. Yeah, y'all haven't won anything. You're literally 1 trophy away from dropping from the 3rd biggest club to the 4th. I said, if City wins a FA Cup, City is the 3rd biggest club in England now. So what you don't understand, what you're not understanding, and I said between Man United and Liverpool are the 2 biggest clubs in England, respectfully. So what you're telling me? Oh, I'm not worried about that. We're still gonna win the league. We're still gonna win the Champions League. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. So, Vidge, And the real Arsenal fans out there don't deserve this shit, bro. But at the same time, bro, these little super positive morons, they need to get called out, bro. Because, brother, oh God, bro, I don't know, bro. Just talking about it make my head hurts. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, let's get into the Arsenal game. I think it's probably where we are. We're kind of gone already. It was one of the worst performances I've seen, especially under Arteta, and I've seen some shocking ones, especially when I've gone to games. Only, in my opinion, 2 players can hold their heads up high, who were actually maybe trying yesterday to do something, in Dalman and Lewis Skelly. Excuse me. And it's embarrassing having to rely on a 16-year-old kid. After over £1 billion waste, let's be real, it's wasted, not spent. When you buy the likes of Kai Havertz, Odegaard, Zubimendi, Marino, when you could have bought the likes of Pedri, Kvaratskhelia, Yildiz, Osimhen, Mbappe, for example, but we're buying Kai Havertz. That shows the level of shocking talent ID by Arteta and Edu at the time, and by the club. And that whole defence, I mean, all of them need slapping. Ben White, he literally gave up for the first goal. He let the ball go over his head. He's jumped and let the ball bounce over him. It's embarrassing. And then he just gave up. He just kind of went, ugh, as the player went to go finish the goal. And that all come off the mistake by Odegaard. Trying to be like Ronaldinho, no look back hill to Max Dalman, and it was nowhere near Max Dalman, straight to the Southampton player. And they didn't even sprint, they just jogged away. They were putting long balls over our defence all game long. We struggled to deal with it. The only defender who did anything was Mosquera. I mean, that's shameful. Supposedly this world-class, amazing defence of Gabriel and Saliba, and, well, Gabriel's a liability. He nearly got himself sent off at points during that game. Nearly gave away a penalty early on. And then he's making mistakes. And if it's not for Mosquera early on, Gabriel nearly cost us a goal. And the whole thing's just embarrassing. I'm seeing Arsenal fans trying to tell this whole quad thing redeflected now onto opposition fans. It's like, no. You lot were the ones going on about Arsenal were going to win a quad, not opposition fans. It was you. And now they're moaning, people are going on about it. No. Don't run your mouth in the first place. Simple. When you've seen consistent failure year after year after year with the same person, excuses have been made, it's just led to a legacy of failure by Arteta. His legacy when he leaves the club will be taking us from 3rd biggest to potentially 5th biggest club in the country. He has actually dragged us down so many ways. And I'm at the point where I'm on the verge of tapping out next season already. If he's in the job next season, I'm not watching an Arsenal game. I'll just watch European football. I will cancel my membership. I'm done. Until he's out, I'll do the season, but I can't carry on anymore. And I've seen a lot of people finally turning, and it's like, well, it's taking you long enough. I still haven't slept properly from it. If you guys have got anything to say.
I just gotta say this one quick thing. Yeah. Sorry, Prophet. Bro, it's the delusional words I'm hearing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. That's all I gotta say.
See, this is a good point as well. Suge makes here. All that money wasted. Look at that, and you think how crap the lineup is. That was literally probably the same lineup from last season that played Southampton. And as well, I've seen a lot of scapegoating being made out of Kepa. The whole No scapegoat should be made. Arteta should be the sole one that the attention is on. His whole negative tactics. He's a coward. He has no spine. I mean, the guy probably sits down to piss. He ain't no man. Like, at times I wonder how he conceived kids. And seriously, Ben White, that guy, he is done. That guy cannot sprint at all. I've never known a defender that cannot sprint unless he's about 45 years old. I think it's time Ben White just gives up and goes and does Towie. Just go and do TV, Ben White. Like, either made in Chelsea or the only way is Essex, all that nonsense. Just fuck off out of my club. Before I go on to run, I think I'm just going to let one of you guys speak. Oh, wait, yeah, you know what? Actually, I do need to address something. Big up, AJ. The people that have racially abused Lewis Skelly, hold your heads in shame. All of you need to go step out onto the street, hold your heads up, hands up high, say, I'm a racist and hold a slap. Because all of you are a fucking disgrace to go after a kid. It's just like the England game. I'm fucking sick of this shit. It happens all the time in English football. All the fucking time. And I have to say, Arsenal now need to come out and call this out and actually fully draw attention to the fucking dirty little bastards that's run their mouth online and expose these cunts. And I will use that word. You are whoever you are, you're a cunt. And seriously, your mum should have swallowed. You are an absolute fucking disgrace. That's all I've got to say on that one. Before I get myself banned, you guys, want to take over?
Prophet, go ahead. I'll follow after you.
Well, I didn't actually watch the game, but from what I heard about it, it was Southampton were actually the better team during the game as well, and deserved to go do so. Credit to them. As for Arsenal, I mean, that's both competitions gone in the space of a couple of weeks. So yeah, man, I'll say this: Arsenal are gonna have to get their act together real quick, man, real quick, because the running's coming up now in the league and the Champions League. So yeah, man, you gotta get the headset, gotta get the mindset screwed on properly going into the running.
Don't worry, Vij. I'll continue on. I'll let you get, relax. It's okay. It's been a tough weekend to be an Arsenal fan. Men's and women's team both knocked out of the cups. For different reasons. We'll go into the men's team. After losing the cup final, and then all the excuses, but we wanted the quad, but treble still won. It doesn't mean anything. It's only one cup. It does. Momentum is a big and powerful thing. The ability to win as a team is a big and powerful thing. The ability to believe in your manager has the capability and ability to lead these players to war, to win a title, to win a trophy. For both teams on that game, the Arsenal Man City game, they both had players that had not won trophies for their club. There were City players being taught how to do trophy lists, being taught how to win. That win led on to what happened to the weekend. Because Man City, what did they do? They went on strength for strength. The Harlenator got activated, and we will talk about that, because it wasn't just a drubbing, it was a beatdown. But then what happens to the team that loses? They lose again. And people were going to make things say, but, international break in the middle, it would have been okay. All these players are left the international squads, they're not injured. During the game, Gabriel gets injured. Madueke being rushed back. Players looking like they're not even fit to play. Ben White was getting dubbed up by a championship winger. He is done. Arteta has killed these players. Arteta's absolute negligence over the past couple of years in terms of treating these players when they've been injured and returning them. And the health team has destroyed their players and destroyed their careers. Ben White looked like a shell of himself. He looks like he's out. He looks like he's about, a 1-2 bad games away from, calling it quits. He doesn't even like football. So for him, he probably just playing just for the check right now. And for me, Arsenal didn't look like they wanted it the whole game. There was only one team in it. There was only one team that was ever going to win. There was only one team that was playing football. There was only one team that actually looked like they wanted to be there and actually wanted to go to the next round, and that was Southampton. A team that was bringing in confidence, unbeaten for about 14, 15 games. AJ said it multiple times. But the arrogance of Arsenal fans to think that it was just going to be an easy night. The arrogance to think that after the Liverpool loss, they would, mocking Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, we're going through. It's going to be light." The worst games in the FA Cup is away to these lower level teams because they're going to make it difficult. The crowd's going to be packed. There's going to be an atmosphere. It's a beautiful stadium. I think, was it Stadium of Light? And they're going to be up for it every single minute. St. Mary's. And the thing is, I said it beforehand. I was on Dunservation TV. I told him to his face that you were going to lose 2-1. He mocked me. He said, "Oh no, you're being a hater. You're being delusional." So at the full time, I had to give him a call. I had to let him know, Mystic Mac, I predict these things because I know what your leaders are. Your captain is Odegaard. Soft, weak, no will, spineless. Your manager, Arteta, a bona fide bum loser. He is finding new ways to lose every single season, and he could even lose this title. It amazes me how many ways he finds to lose. You think, he might, this is looking like a good season, on track to win all 4 trophies. They win this League Cup, they're going to go on to do big things. Lose, lose, lose. And that's all they're going to do. Because momentum is a big thing. You got Man City during this time. You got, obviously, Man City are out of Europe, so they're doing 1 game a week. So they're comfortable. You've got midweek fixtures that you got to worry about. You're probably going to say, Sporting is going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Probably go through over 2 legs. But in between that, you've got the cherries. Drop more points. Gap goes wide, comes closer. You lose to City. Gap comes closer. The thing about it is this. I still think that Arsenal probably will win the league just because they'll limp over it. But there is a big chance that this could lead to them not winning anything this season. And if you go another season of not going over the line, of not winning, it's not just the manager, it's not the players, it's the fan base. How quick can you turn on your players and manager? How quick can you go from happy clappers believing everything's rosy, quad settings, to a couple losses and you just fold like nobody's business, fold like a deck of cards? You look at the City fans, cool, calm, collected. They've been here before. Arsenal fans, you haven't been in every time you be in a title running, you act soft, fragile, just like your captain and just like your manager and just like these players. Because the fact of the matter is the club doesn't want to win, and the club, it reflects everything underneath it. There's only a few fans that have seen real winning, have seen the best time, the great years, and you can see the difference in them. And they still remember the times when they heard Henri Bergkamp and Vieira and their man, going unbeaten, winning trophies, going toe to toe with Sir Alex and them man there. But the fans now, the players now, the modern day fans, the modern day players, these modern day managers, all soft, all weak, spineless. And that performance was everything that says about modern day Arsenal for the last 22 years of losing. More winless years than winning years. And you're meant to be the 3rd biggest club in England.
We're about
not
to
acting like it.
You seen this? This is perfect because actually, one thing I will say, Big up to Tony. Welcome in, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, my friend. How are you all?
Speak up, man.
All good, all good.
All good. It's good to share a screen with you finally.
Yeah, indeed,
Bless up,
man. Indeed.
bless up, Tony. Bless up, Tony. Good to
Yes,
see you,
right.
man. Good to see
You good?
Yeah, man. I'm on the job, but I'm just here supporting the lads. Nonetheless, you know, Tony.
Nice.
And Tony, all I have to say is, I firmly believe in the last couple of days in the league, bro. I like y'all to stay up with Tony because I don't hate West Ham. You feel me? I respect West Ham because it's like I know a few West Ham fans over here, and some of them are my mates. You know, so I just hope Nuno. I just hope Nuno relegates Spurs. I really want Spurs to get relegated, honestly, Tony, because I'm still seething that we lost to them in the final. But Tony, I just hope you guys just Nuno just wake up and say, nah, we're not going down, we're staying up. But nonetheless, Tony, it's good to see you, my brother. Bless up every single time.
Yeah, same to you as well. Same to you. Yeah, I mean, look, it's in our hands now to kind of do something, and I think everyone will agree. If we see Spuds go down, that'll be the icing on the cake for everyone.
Yeah, man. It'll be the best. It'll be the best things in football. And I'm like, you have Spurs fans trying to banter me, Tony. I'm like, yo, you know, this is the second time in life I've seen your club win a trophy. I said, you know, in recent years, West Ham won more trophies than you, bro. Like, oh no, they haven't. I said, yes, they have. Yes, they have. So you need to pipe down a bit. Pipe down a bit.
That's superb. I've just seen AJ's comment there. Terence is still Arteta at the moment, AJ, but he is also he's not delusional. If this man doesn't kind of get it over the line, I think he's also saying it's time for him to go. So yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, just to follow on from what you said, King, a lot of what we're seeing now, right, we know with the injuries of my squad at Arsenal, is from last season. It's repercussions, especially Saka and Rice. Rice especially. Most of the season, he has been hiding bandages covering up injuries under his sock. A few times when I've seen him get subbed off or he sat down and he's moved his sock, I've managed to catch it on screen record. So a lot of these players are actually playing injured. I mean, look, 9 of our players were sent back from international duty from injury. And yet people like Igao and other people, oh, it's genius, he recalled them. No, he didn't. They're clearly injured. And then look at yesterday. Gabriel down, probably ligament damage to one of his knees. And Ben White, I think he's had a total of 2 to 4 surgeries on each knee. He's done. If you had 1 knee surgery, you're done. You can't run. It takes everything out of like your game and your step. I know there's some personal experience suffering with arthritis due to an injury to a knee. Ben White, you can tell he's done. I'm shocked he was picked for England. And again, Arteta will not take accountability for the injuries that's been done by his own work. And we are our own worst enemy. Again, you saw it right there in plain view against Southampton. It was against City again. You know, Kepa, perfect example. Cost us the League Cup final. Arteta said, oh no, I'll still stick with him. Again, liability for yesterday. Multiple times flying out of his goal, nearly caught off his line. Probably worse than David Raya for that. So I'm going to say this now. We're not winning the league because, yeah, so what's 9 points, but City have a game in hand, so count that as a win because it's against Palace. Until it's done, it's a win. That's 6 points. We go to the Etihad, they win 3 points. It's very close then. All it takes is 2 draws or 1 loss and City are level or ahead. That's how close it is. They're going to win the league.
What's the goal difference like between you guys?
Pardon?
The goal difference between you guys, is it who's goal difference?
I've not had a look, but I'm telling you now, City are about to go on a mad winning streak. Haaland, if you look at those goals scored yesterday, that's the goals of a confident striker who's been on a bit of a run. he's about to really take off like he does. He's like an avalanche. He's quiet, and then out of nowhere, the goals are just flying in left and right. And my players are checked out, and where City players, they've all now got that extra hunger again. It's reignited their hunger to go and win something. So you watch that. I'm saying it now. City will win the domestic treble. Pep will walk, and it'll be like the ultimate mic drop straight on Arteta's head out the door. And then Arteta will have to leave as well. Yeah.
But do you think the Cronkies will get rid of Arteta? That's the question. You know, they've
I 100% think they will.
They've backed him. They've upped his wages, considering he's won nothing, and they've still upped his money. I mean, that is craziness in itself.
I think they will, because there's been a lot of reports from inside the club. He's been told it's win or bust the season, and especially how the team's collapsing at the minute. I think this knock-on effect from the League Cup is about to really snowball with Arsenal. Because the League Cup, and straight away the next cup game is the FA Cup, and we're out. And then look, we've got Sporting this week on Tuesday away. That's going to be a rough game.
Is Gabriel, is he injured, or is he kind of...
He's probably done. I think that's probably season out for the rest of the season injury. It looks like deja vu of last season. You know when he tore his hamstring off the bone? It was like deja vu of that.
So Vidge, may I ask you a question? How many times has he gotten injured for Arsenal?
The true number is actually... I'd love to know the true number. I honestly don't know. Because I guarantee anything what we've been told in terms of injuries is nowhere near the right number. It's got to be at least double that.
Because honestly, bro, I feel like I've seen him more injured than playing.
Rasta, we're about 140 injuries since last season.
Shit, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Disgusting.
That's a lot.
That's blatant negligence of the entire squad. We're basically the walking dead in terms of play. Yeah, especially if you look at Saka's injury. I remember when I was studying sports psychology at school, and in terms of injuries, that's a 9-month recovery. He was given 3.5 months. It's disgusting.
And he was basically playing on adrenaline, man.
Yeah,
playing on adrenaline.
I mean, come on, you tell a player he can play against Real Madrid, he's going to be fired up for it. Doesn't matter who it is.
But he's never recovered from the injury, is he? I mean, let's be real. I mean, you know, once he got that hamstring and that, he's not the same player. I think everyone can see that. No,
I mean, you look at Rodri, he's the best example over the most recent few years of a player with that injury. Look how long it's taken him just to start showing some form again. So if he's lucky to have recovered from it. Because most players don't recover from an injury like that.
No. But the thing is, Vigilante, not only is that, you've also... see, this is what your club does. You know, you've got Saka, he's not exactly on form, yet you kind of give him a new contract, up his money, and he's not showing his potential. It's a weird one.
No, I don't think he's really done enough to earn that contract in the first place, because his performances over the last 2 to 3 years have been poor. And yeah, a lot of that's down to injuries, but a lot of these players can actually have some balls and stand up and say, no, this is not right.
And another thing, if Arteta knows that these players are in the red zone, right? Why you consistently play them if you know for a fact they're in the red zone? Because to me, if these players leave your club, Vidge, because of these injuries, you know they could come back and sue your club, because there's a player currently suing United over that because of negligence.
They should. Tommy Yasu's definitely should. Because I'm sure he's on the way. He should just retire, that guy over him. 'Cause I think he went somewhere in Holland, maybe Ajax. The guy can't stay fit longer than 5 minutes for an entire season. He goes straight down injured every time. And that's due to what Arteta's done to him.
So basically, all the players is made of glass. Then that's what it is. Everybody's just made of glass, bro. And I'm just like, if this person has a teared hamstring, why is he in the starting lineup? He's not even fully healed. Yeah, bro. Patrick Dogu, who got a hamstring injury, was out for months. He's slowly doing individual training. He's not 100% fit, but they're monitoring him because you know what? Maybe he can make an appearance end of the season, going into next season. He should be fine, right? As much as I'm glad that United got rid of the old medical staff, they got a new medical staff now. All I'm saying is, if a manager's job is to protect the players at all time, even if the player wants to play, no, I could play. It's supposed to protect them from themselves. You know, you're in the red zone, you're not playing. And brother, this man is gonna ruin footballer careers. And Vidge, you never know, you might get breaking news. Former Arsenal players is suing the club because of past negligence and mismanagement of injuries.
Possibly. But like just on that, Ras, right? The 22-23 season, Ben White, it's either that or the next season, was playing on a grade 2 to 3 hamstring tear. He was playing games like that and needing knee surgery.
Bro, you know how much pain that is?
A former player, Rob Holding himself, is sat there on interview saying this, and he's calling him a mentality monster. That's not a mentality monster. That's worrying. Because I remember when I played football in the past, one of my closest friends, he broke his toe. The guy didn't stand and play football for 6 weeks. You got Declan Rice running around for full 90 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week for Arsenal. It's disgusting. I've broken those. You can't run when you've done that.
Yeah, I've gotten injured playing ball. You get me, bro? And it's when it's really, really, really cold in New York, like we had a snowstorm the other day, bitch. It was hurt my whole. Yeah, my whole injury was killing me like hell. And I'm just like, yo, I tell people, you see when you're in sport, when you're injured, go out, stay out. You have to get paid. It's in your contract because at the end of the day, after what's going to happen after football? You want to be stringed up with crushing machines?
Exactly. So we've done quite a bit on the Arsenal games. Do you want to get into one of the other games?
Yeah, stop it. You want to get into your game?
Yeah, sure, bro. Sure, man. Where should I start then?
Start from the Salah miss, blood. Start from the Salah miss, blood.
We'll start from the
Which one?
All right,
Which one? There was multiple.
In a cliff.
All right, so yeah, that was a bad defeat. I can't lie. That was a very, very, very bad defeat. The lineup was I think I predicted the lineup bang on in my match preview, which is what was on the pitch. So I didn't have an issue with the lineup, and I think for the first 25 to 30 minutes before the penalty that we gave away, I actually thought we played okay. We weren't amazing or nothing, but I thought we were playing okay. We did have 2 chances that we should have done better with, but it was I'd say it was a pretty even game. Then Van Dijk gives the penalty away. We go 1-0 down, and from there, we just crumbled. The mentality monsters are well and truly gone. It's crazy. This is one of the worst. This is one of the most mentally weak Liverpool teams I've seen in a while. To be fair, in a good while. We are so weak and fragile mentally. It's absolutely insane. Go 1-0 down. from there, City just dominate. Before you know it, it's 2-0. Haaland's out-jumped Ibrahim Konate, out-muscled him, scored to make it 2-0. And to be fair, that was it at half-time. Second half, it gets even worse. Semenyo then dunks on us, the player that we wanted, and we should have got dunks on us. Then Haaland makes it 4-0. Erling Haaland bags a hat-trick. And we're done and out, man. Everything was wrong with that. Everything was wrong. Van Dijk didn't need to stick a leg out for that challenge. Fans left early as well. Can't even say I blame them. Genuinely can't say I blame them for that. Then Salah.
Oh, Popper's probably had a StreamYard issue again.
Bro, it's the after effect of the game, man. It's the after effect of the game, bro. Yo, man. When I watch the highlights of the game,
Prophet, refresh your thing. You cut out for a bit then, bro.
He's lagging.
Well, wait for Prophet. Do you want to get into your game, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, their game was. The setup was wrong in the first place. The fact we had no Mavropanos, Tadibo sitting on the bench as well, and he goes in. And the worst thing about it, we've got no choice, but he plays Kilman. £40 million. You might have just pour it down the drain. I mean, the man's washed up. Whatever he does, it just causes disaster. And of course, he gives away one of the penalties in the game itself. But at the end of the day, we gave account of ourselves. We got back into it 2-2. Areola gets injured near the end, and Finley Henrik has to go in goal, and he saves the first penalty. So it's like he's ecstatic on that point. And then the worst part about it is Bowen, who's been who G'd everyone up before the penalties, and absolutely misses. You could have easily just telegraphed where you was going to put that ball for to the keeper. And as soon as Barry misses, that was it. The momentum was gone. And fair play to Leeds. They deserved, in certain respects, to win the game. I mean, there was the far better team for the whole game. The far better team. But we've got to look at Nuno. Sometimes he lets us down the way he puts the formation out, the tactics he does, and some of the players. We went with Potts, Fernandez and Magassa in the midfield, and it was the wrong setup. You've got young Kante that needs to come on. He would have done a job there with Souček and Fernandez. That would be a stronger midfield. That could have probably seen it through the line. Hopefully, this is not the precursor for the end of the season, because we played Leeds come the end of the season. Hopefully, with the players we've got coming back, we should be fine. We should be okay. I think the Liverpool Prophet's back in there. He sounds like he's all fired up.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear and see me?
Yeah, we're much better now. Yeah.
Where about? What was I saying when I cut out?
You're saying about the penalty miss.
Right, yeah. I think that penalty miss just completely summed up Salah's season and our season as a whole as well. I had no confidence. I knew he was going to miss. He shouldn't have even taken it. It should have been given to Szoboszlai, ideally. But that summed everything up, man. City, fair play, completely dominated us. Deserved the victory. Deserved to go through. As for us, that's the FA Cup done as well. So now, all we're playing for is top 5 and a Champions League win, which going away on Wednesday to Paris. Oh, that could be a bad one. That could be a bad one. So, we're probably going to go trophyless this season, though. And probably won't even make the top 5 either. So, we might end up in Europa League again, which is not ideal, but...
Good to see you, Ryan.
Big up Ryan, man. Oh, man.
Admittedly, I didn't see your game, Tony, but I was going to ask, do you think this actually helped? King.
More salads, more salads, more salads.
Again. Yeah, do you think you guys getting knocked out the FA Cup is actually a bit of a blessing now? You can just focus on staying in the league. So I was speaking about West Ham, Prophet.
Oh, sorry.
I think this gives us momentum now to kind of concentrate on the last 7 remaining games. Don't get me wrong, getting this far into the FA Cup has been a nice distraction considering our season's been. But yeah, I think it's now the opportunity to kind of to carry on throughout the games. We've got a hard run in Friday. We've got Wolves. They've already beaten us twice so far this season, so we owe them one. And of course, we've got Arsenal, on May the 10th as well. We know when we come to your gaff, we seem to kind of do pretty well there. So don't mean to upset it, that's for sure. But we've just got to kind of keep on doing what we can. I think you look at the games we've got left, we average around, if we get 11 or 12 points, I think that might be enough to kind of see us over the line and be out the way with. I mean, we talk about Arsenal fans being delusional, but looking at Spurs and the players, because De Zerbi's come in, suddenly he's the Messiah, They've had one training session and they've been blown away by him. He's been really good, really, left me kind of feeling I'm going to get. Yeah, we've heard all this before. I mean, not being funny, you could look at Man United. Sorry, Rasta. And, they had the same thing with Amorim, and look how that turned out. If De Zerbi starts off like he did I'll just end on this. If De Zerbi starts like he did at Brighton and he didn't win the first 6 games, we'll have that all day long. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I still think that's the wrong appointment. It's not the right time to make that choice for Spurs. They should have got Big Sam in to keep them up and then got De Zerbi in over the summer.
So let me ask you a question here. If you do stay in the league, who do you think goes down? Who do you think goes?
Well, I think Burnley will end up bottom. I
Yeah.
think Wolves have suddenly, they've been playing pretty well, and you've got to big up Rob Andrews since he's come in. He's learned his lesson from the Luton era. I know, Ryan. I know. Yes, we think we may edge it. I mean, you have been playing pretty well. I think we've got a chance of getting something with the players coming back as well. But I think it'd be them, and you got to think at the moment we've got the kind of momentum to kind of push upwards. Forest have found a little bit of form as well. Leeds are not out of it.
I said that as well the other week.
I mean, they're only 4 points behind us at the moment. So it's nothing. So they've got to be kind of, even though they've said we've had a great season, doesn't matter. You could say the thing about Arsenal, 9 months top of the table, don't mean you're going to win it. But Spurs, with De Zerbi coming in, he's got all these games to try and turn it around. And if they're feeling as low as they are at the moment, which it seems to be under Tudor that was happening, they'll have to perform an absolute miracle and, at least win the game 6 or 8-0 each time to get themselves out of it. I can't see that happening.
I agree. Because they're still tactically, defensively naive, and they're going to get found out. And I think their fans are in for a very rude awakening the moment they have their next league game, which obviously is the weekend coming up. So they should just be waiting to see how that goes and then make a judgment from that. Because I'm sure I saw Vicario's now out injured as well.
Yeah, he's supposed to have I think because he played the last game, didn't he? Again, another one trying to play through the pain barrier. What's the point?
Yeah, if anything, you're shortening your career.
True.
And yeah, on your game, Prophet, you guys were pretty shocking, but this is, I think, where City are starting to get going again. That League Cup has got them firing. Look at Haaland, full of confidence, and he didn't really do much in that League Cup final, let's be real. Big up to Shane.
Big up, Shane.
If you're free, Shane.
Bless up, Shane.
Yeah, if you are free, Shane, let me know. I can drop the link. But yeah, Prophet, your mic's cut out.
Just like his team. Just like his team. Yo, stinker and Wi-Fi. Oh my God, man. Yo, bro. This has been a great weekend. Liverpool lost, Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm loving it. And long may it continue. Don't sack Don't sack Slot until we pay him. I want us to sack him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear
can hear
you.
you.
It's StreamYard's glitching up like crazy again. For fuck's sake. What was you
Yeah.
saying, Master? Repeat that, please. I missed that before I lagged out.
Yeah, just was it? I've forgotten now.
I think Rasta
A
was
great
saying
weekend.
yeah,
You know,
Go on,
happy that
King.
Liverpool lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much what you expect him to say about Liverpool as a United fan.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
Yeah,
to be
man.
fair-
Listen, I want him to stay. I want us to reason the second. So you see how
He's gone again.
Chelsea sacked.
He's gone again. He's really not having much luck tonight.
Oh my god, that's funny. Mm-mm.
Can you hear
That's
me?
a
again?
lie.
United
Hilarious,
ain't
man.
sacking no one anyway, man. Rob team, they ain't even playing this weekend.
Is Mordio gone again, or is it? Can you hear me or not?
No, we can
No,
see
you here? We here?
Frozen.
Apologies, apologies. But from what I've read recently, it looks like maybe if we do go out to PSG, he could go before the end of the season. So it'll be an interesting next 2 weeks. I'll say that for sure. It'll be an interesting next 2 weeks, seeing what happens.
It will be, and say just on the Haaland thing, like, he completely destroyed your defence.
Oh yeah,
On that second goal alone, I mean, I'm going to bring it up again. That's the finish of a confident striker, and that's just off the back of that League Cup. And this is where I'm strongly on the belief that City are winning the league. Arteta is about to seriously bottle it this season, and it's this month where I can't shake it. We are about to really, really crash. Our Rastus dropped out now. But like I said, until that league game, City have the game in hand. Until that's done, I'm looking at 6 points, and then we play them not this weekend, the following, I think. And I'm not looking forward to that. I think that's going to be brutal. I think that's where Arteta's going to potentially hold a 4 or 5-0. I really don't see us scoring in that game. And Haaland, he will be out for blood, especially knowing that Gabriel's not there and Saliba's playing on an injury. He's going to bully Saliba all throughout that game, and Mosquera being hot-headed, he's going to be rash every time. He'll get caught out of position, and City will just pick us apart, just like they did to you, Prophet. It is not going to be a good game. That's going to be rough. So,
If you look at Vigilante, sorry we have to interrupt you there. I mean, obviously, there's everyone saying that, City's washed and everything else. And then, of course, City do what they do.
Yeah.
You know what
City,
I'm saying?
City, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They always-
exactly.
City are kind of like a sleeping dragon that's just eaten something, and now they're awake.
To be fair, Arsenal are the ones who have given them this momentum as well. To be fair,
Exactly.
There was a point where they were down and out, but thanks
We
to
should be
Arsenal,
18 points clear. This league should be done. We should be looking at the Champions League like, sweet, who we got in that? We can rest players for this game. We can look forward to that game in the FA Cup, but we can't do that. But I was saying a few months back, when I King and Prophet, being top of the league, we should be looking forward because there's no one in front of us.
Yeah.
Everyone is behind us. Let them keep looking forward and let us keep looking, and we never look backwards. But instead, all we've done is keep looking backwards over our shoulder every step. Take one step, we look backwards. There's City. Take one step, and there's City and Villa. And it's just constantly, Arteta has left that door wide open for anyone just to go, right, that's it. Let's get 5 wins in a row and we'll overtake them. It could be done so easily.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it yourself, Vigilante. I mean, I've watched a couple of your games of recently, and you guys just look nervous. I don't know what's going on there. It's like you're scared to do certain things.
I think the players are checked out, especially after that League Cup.
I mean, look, Stu just put a comment there. He's saying, look, 10 days we could lose to Sporting twice and Bournemouth. There goes the season.
No, I don't think you lose those games. I think you beat Sporting and you probably draw with Bournemouth. It's draws that's going to kill Arsenal, not losses. They don't really lose that much, honestly. In terms of Arsenal, I don't think they're checked out. I just think their mentality reflects their leadership. If your captain's Odegaard, your manager's Arteta, both of them are weak-minded. Arteta's main option is always to try not to lose the game. He never goes for the win. Did it in the cup finals, does it week in, week out. And that kind of play and the pushing towards trying to get free kicks, corners, stuff like that. After a while, it doesn't work. When the corners stop working, and you actually have to get goals from open play, and you actually have to try and attack teams, and actually have the mentality to want to win, to go for the win. Arteta doesn't have that mentality this year. And when you have actually gone for the win, is when you've seen the best of Arsenal against Atleti. I think there was a couple other games where you've seen Arsenal actually attack a team and try and shoot from outside the box, and they end up winning games. I mean, you saw the Eze goal the other day. So when Arsenal actually have the mentality of, no, we're going to be on the first step, we're going to try and attack a team, they can destroy teams. But it's a mentality issue from the leadership, from the captain and the manager. In terms of City Liverpool game, for me, I wouldn't even praise Haaland. I would praise. There's three guys that I would praise. 2 bought in January. 1 bought, I think, last summer for cheapest ships, I think. The first one, skill, panache. Man was doing keepy uppies in the final. Ryan Cherky run that game against Liverpool. He was 100%. The man on that pitch. Anything he wanted to do with the ball, he did it. He is a difference maker. He is the type of player that you love to watch. He is a maverick. He does what he wants. Man does not care. If he wants to go this way, he goes this way. He wants to go that way, and he ran Liverpool torrid. Another man that was bought in January, linked to Liverpool. Liverpool wanted him. Semenyo. Tore it up. Another player. Some of the football that he displayed in that game, some of the crosses, the ability to find Haaland in the final third, which was missing before January, tore them up. The third man, shore up the defense, gave them a bit more steel. Was missing in the Carabao Cup, but was bought in January. Guehi at the back, shored up the defense, showed he's a leader, showed he has that ability to kind of make City even look a lot more solid in the back defense with him in there. Able to kind of take the young Kusanov and players of that ilk alongside him and kind of make City a little bit more solid towards the end of the season. And he's been a difference maker as well. The fact of the matter is, it's not rocket science why City are where they are. Because when they need to spend money, they spend money. And they make the right deals at the right time. Players linked. Three players, all linked to Liverpool. All could be wearing red right now. Dusted up your club. And Haaland was the beneficiary of it. Hat-trick for Haaland. Obviously.
And King, you forgot this. Cherokee put on Eketike's shirt.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. It's not the games. Players need to stop doing this. You shouldn't be doing it unless it's international tournaments. Unless it's a World Cup, don't be swapping your shirt. But this needs to stop. I'm sick of seeing it. It's embarrassing. But just about Haaland, King, I wasn't actually picking him up. I'm just making the point that he's been not firing for months, and he did nothing in that League Cup final, and then out of nowhere he's got a hat trick against Liverpool, and he looked sharp. He looked like he's playing with confidence. That's what I mean. That first time finish for the third and the second goal.
Oh yeah. Once he got the one, he was on it. Once he got the one, he was on it. But it was the other players that opened the game to make him look good.
You see the difference, especially what Semenyo and Gray have done for City. Because I was sending that cushion off as soon as I saw that guy play. He's a liability. I mean, just look at that League Cup final, right? For example, in Capier on the left on the left side on a yellow card, and so was Kushanoff on a yellow. Arteta did not attack Kushanoff. At no point did he tell any of the wingers just run at Kushanoff, make his afternoon a long one, get him to pick up that second yellow. Whereas Pep sent everything down that right side at Hincapié, and then there's the 2 goals. It's that simple.
True.
You know, when you've got a weak defender and then you swap him out one that's confident, that issue goes. But that shows a clear gap in the mentality. Something so simple that you could see Pep's exploited, Arteta won't.
Well, that's what the master and the apprentice, isn't it, Vigilante? I mean, a question I'll ask you as well, Vigilante. When you think about the internationals that have just recently happened, we've lost, what was it now? You had 23 players pull out from their national teams. 11 of those were Arsenal players. Now, considering all your injury list you've had so far, suddenly you had Miracle Sam turn up, and Madueke, he was fit.
Oh,
What's
they're
that
not.
all about?
They're injured.
He played though yesterday. He played the other day.
But that's his club under Arteta. He can just do what he wants.
No. Don't forget, he's an honest man, Arteta. He's an honest man. That's what he tells everyone. He's an honest man.
And you know when the sun rises, the sky is green.
I did wonder that. Thanks, but yeah.
And don't forget, supposedly he's the best looking Spaniard, and he has nice teeth.
Oh,
Supposedly, supposedly, this is what I hear from Arsenal fans
most
over
Hollywood celebs have good teeth.
Yep. This is what I hear from Arsenal fans over here, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. But I gotta say though, he's the most protected manager in the Premier League. The PR around this guy is ridiculous.
It is. It's a joke.
And let's be fair here, right? When Pep loses, he get put on the fire. When friggin' Scammerum lost, he got put on the fire. When friggin' Klopp lost, he got put on the fire. Slot is on the fire now. Racina got put on the fire recently. Who else? Nuno got put on the fire. Am I missing anybody, lads? Am I missing anybody?
It's because he controls the press room, Rasta. That's what it is.
Okay. So my thing is, I cannot wait for this guy to leave. Reason why I say I cannot wait for the guys to leave, because he gave Loserpool a 20th title.
Yeah, big
brother. No, don't big him up. Well, what are we bigging him up for? No.
I'm ABA, anybody but Arsenal. Come on, man.
Nah, bro. No. Burn all of that, bro. Burn all of that. Now, yo, I used to love singing 20 times. I can't say that shit no more.
It's funny, bro, because Loserpool's got more trophies than your club overall.
Bro, shut up. Nobody cares about Loserpool. But you might spend 500 million, bro. 500 million. Yo, you guys see the girl on Twitter, Liverpool FC girl. Oh my God, that girl is having a meltdown, bro. That girl is having a meltdown, but nonetheless, man, I gotta say that this criminal, this corner, the Stoke City manager has to go. He has to go.
Look at the corners yesterday. I don't know if you saw the game, Rasta. Unless it's Rice or Saka, no one can take a corner.
Yeah.
And you know how bad it was, right? The commentators were actually predicting what the players were about to do before they did it.
That's bad.
I'm not even joking. When I was watching the game, and I just couldn't believe it. It was just like, so this is how bad it's getting. Commentators who won't call it out, but they'll basically predict what we're about to do. It's a joke.
Yeah, it was poor against Southampton. It was, but it was poor from both your clubs. Really, Prophet and Vigilante. I'm gonna lie, for different reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, I put up a couple photos earlier. We do need to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Mo Saudi. Horror performance on the weekend. You know, missed a penalty. Missed two other big chances. On another day, he scores a hat trick. A confident Salah, a Salah that's actually, still, last season Salah that would have actually probably made a difference in this game.
And King, don't forget, man, he held his club ransom for 400 bags a week, blood. 400 bags a week.
He earned that contract. To be fair.
No, it wasn't ransom. It wasn't ransom. The club did it to themselves. Anytime you let a player run down their contract, Arsenal used to do it all the time. you give the opportunity for the player to decide their price. You either pay that price or they move on. That's what happens. Trent moved on. He said, "A la Madrid." And then you had to overpay for Van Dijk and Salah, two aging players that we all knew was going to have a downfall at some point. Unfortunately, it happened at the same time.
I'll say this: looking at what's happened now, I wouldn't have given Salah that contract extension. I think it probably would have been better if we departed ways this summer. If I'm being honest.
I think I made a point just either last week, the week before. You see it all the time with these players when they're given these high wages. All of them disappear. Doesn't matter what club it is, they disappear. We've seen it at United, we've seen it at Arsenal, we've seen it at Chelsea, City, Liverpool. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Over 300k a week. Unless they're like doing up messy numbers, it's not really ever worth it. And obviously Salah last season had those type of numbers, but when it comes to aging players, it's never a good idea to give them a 2-year contract. You give them 1 year, or if on big money, not 2. Luckily, he's going on a free because you have to pay him out now, that's going to cost you in the long run. But you kind of get those wages back. I think Van Dijk's another player that has to move on at some point as well.
Van Disney, man. His name is Van Disney.
You see, with these high wages, right? There should be like a win bonus. That's when you earn the high money.
Yeah. Win bonus, goal bonus, clean sheet bonus.
Right? It gives them a reason to actually perform each season.
Yeah.
And reach their targets.
That's what they're doing with Callum Wilson. So when you're thinking about it, he's on a basic wage, and also then he's kind of, if he plays, he gets extra additional money on top of that as well. If he scores, there's additional money as well. That's I got a less wage, but that's about it.
I got a question to ask you. Sorry, Bishop, I got a question to ask Hammer. What do you think about? I forgot the name of your player. Forgot his name because I can't pronounce Portuguese names so great. You know the player that you said that got caught for match fixing betting. He went back to Brazil. What's his name again? Paqueta. What you think about that Paqueta situation?
If you look at that situation, that was down to the FA. The FA completely royally balls that up, 100%. The fact that you had 2 years to try and get something on this man, you take his phone, you have it for a month, you give it back to the man, and then also a month later, you kind of suddenly say, can we have the phone back because we've missed something? And it's like, I've got rid of the phone. Mm-hmm. So the FA completely royally balls up. When they found nothing on him whatsoever, when you look at that situation, they were then trying to get him for anything. And I can understand when he decides that he wanted to move on and he was going to go back to his home club. Fair play to him in that respect. I mean, look, he hasn't been as good as he should have been. You know, I think everyone can definitely say that. But at the same point, no player should have been treated the way the FA did what they did to him at the end of the day. Because that, you know, you class it as a witch hunt. You're trying to find fault with a man. You've got no evidence on it whatsoever, and then you come up unstuck. And this is the problem. We've got a board that run the football league that really outdated, out-timed, and you know we need people in there that actually know what the game's all about.
To me, the FA, the PGML, all of them, they're a bunch of morons. I'm like, you lot don't even play the sport. Or some of you who you have play the sport, they live in back in the dinosaur age. You guys are, back in my day, it used to be done like this, it used to be done like that. And honestly, bro, that shit right there just pisses me off. Because look at this Man City situation, yeah? You see how quick when Everton and Nottingham Forest got hit with point deductions, nothing, boom, got hit with point deduction. King, how much Chelsea got fined recently the other day? Correct me if I'm wrong, King.
Was it 10.53 million?
Yeah, 10.53 million, yeah? So Yeah, something like that. So I feel like it's kind of unfair that when it comes to what West Ham, Nottingham Forest, they want to put the slap down, the hammer down. And when it comes to bigger clubs, yeah, they kind of ease it off because listen, Manchester City, the 115 charges, that case has been going on for like what 2 years now, almost 2 years, and there's no verdict. But Puketa, oh no, he's guilty, he's guilty, he's guilty. Like, come on, give me a break. And the fact that Kudos is now at Tottenham, and Tottenham could possibly get relegated. How do you feel about that?
He it was the only club he wanted to join, apparently, Rasta. Yeah, it was the only club that was for him. So in certain respects,
hold on a second. He only wanted to join Tottenham.
That's what he said. So man's getting his
justice. Is he on spice? Is he on drugs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tottenham. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry for interrupting you, because
no other club come in for him, apparently. Not, because when you think about it, there was an £85 million release clause. No one slapped it up the year before. No one slapped it up for this one. And then Spurs came in, was it 53, 55 million we sold him? No, 52 million. But yeah, that was his words. Yeah. Tottenham was the only club for me. And it's like, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And now, obviously, we may see him move on yet again from the Spuds because there'll be someone else. It's the only club for him, so we'll see.
That is mad. That is very mad.
Did he get kicked in the head when he said that?
You tell me about it. It's just kind of like, well, when no one else comes in for you, Vigilante, what do you do? There's not much else you can do, but it's like, well, if they're the only club, I'm going to go there. But to come out and say something like that, not good. But and we warn Spurs fans, be careful what you're going to get, what you wish for, because this man will, turn on you before you know it.
Hey, listen. My grandfather used to say, if you don't hear, you must feel. And I'm going to give you enough space, enough length for you to self-destruct. Because as a kid, I didn't want to listen. And then he told me, don't climb a tree. I fell out of the tree. My grandfather laughed because he said, hey, listen, I told you, you don't listen. You will feel, you will suffer the consequences.
Oh, that's funny. You know what my dad did? He just walked out the house, looked at me, went, you better get up and walk back inside. That's a proper dad.
Oh, my God.
You better get out that dirt, man. Oh, come on.
So, and one last question. In your squad, who would you keep and who would you get rid of?
Well, top of the list would be Kilman. That man's got to go. 40 million just washed down the drain because the man's useless in that respects. Who else we will get rid of? I think Souček's probably going to be going at the end of the season. They're not going to renew his contract. David Moyes will probably take him back on Everton. Traore, don't get me wrong, he had a good game today. He did have a good game, but really, we're not seeing the same Traore which we've seen with other clubs. Who else is there? Magassa, not good enough. Not good enough. And we need to, and possibly looking at the keeper situation, I think Areola is going to be gone as well. I don't think he'll be hanging around again. So we need to get another keeper in from there as well. But big up to, Finley Herrick, who's winning goal today. Even though they managed to get goals past him. That kid loved what he was doing. He was smiling all the way through it, and it was good to see the West Ham players, the coaching staff, encourage this kid before they went on for penalties. But other than that, there's a few other players. Our squad's too weak. We haven't got enough depth in it. But unfortunately, we've got a board that will not spend money at this club at the moment, and that's worrying for us. Even if we stay up or go down, we're royally screwed, whichever way you look at it.
And that's jarring, bro. Because I've heard. I don't know if you know Mike's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike's.
Yeah. I did a stream with him a few months back, and he explained the entire situation. And then shout out to Iron Disciple. Big up yourself, you. He sent me a few paragraphs and a few links of some stuff, man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff I've read about your ownership, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my ownership was bad. Oh my days, brother.
Yeah.
Like an ultimate piss take is what they did to your stadium, bro. That what? Are you taking the piss? Oh my God, man. But all I gotta say is they messed up. I feel like you guys should have kept David Moyes. Honestly, that's just me personally, because I feel like you guys wouldn't even be in a relegation battle. But yeah, big up yourself, BBK Sports, because I know somebody who works in football and he gets privy to certain information. And the person was telling me, like, hey, listen, West Ham just don't want to spend money. And that pissed off Moisey, so he left. And I'm like, wow.
The way I see it like this, Rasta, yeah, when we won the Europa Conference, David Sullivan suddenly realised then he's now got to spend money to kind of progress from what we did with that competition. And that's what he didn't like. And I think at that point then, that's when he turned around to David Moyes and said, I'm not renewing your contract. Because the football that season was completely different from the previous seasons when we got into Europe 3 years running.
So what did he do? So what did they do with the Rice money?
Good question.
That is mad, bro. Because David, as much as David Moyes wasn't good at United, I feel like when it comes to like 100 million, he'll try to get the best he can out of that 100 million and make it. David Moyes is a manager. Whatever he gets, he'll try his best to make it work. You get me? So if all of us have 100 million, right, and that's all we have in the budget, and we go to a manager like Moyes, I say, listen, if you could keep us up in the league, possibly bring us in the Conference League again, Europa League, just let us know who we need to get rid of, who we could keep, because we know you're a manager that always stay up in the league, and then we gradually spend until we have the right squad to even possibly nick a trophy or something like that. That's the type of manager I think David Moyes is. And I felt like with West Ham, you guys were building something. But you know, when you have greedy bastard owners like the Glazer family, bond them up, and the Kroenkes, yeah, and Bluco. I just think that it's just, bro, they just see it as a business and that's it.
True. Very true.
Class, if you do stay up, do you think? All right, so two questions. And if you get relegated, do you think Nuno stays? And if you stay up, do you think he stays?
We'll put it this way: even if we go down, Nuno doesn't get paid out regardless. Anyway, that was part of the contract.
Okay.
So he'll walk away with basically, what he's only earned during that season. I think he'll stay on because, as you know, the one thing I'd say, if you are going to do that, big up.
Bless up, Brian.
Big up, Brian.
I think if you look at it, I think
Bless up, Brian.
The one thing I'll be doing is knocking on that door straight away. And that, what money are you going to give me? Because obviously you're going to have the parachute payments from from being relegated. I'll be.
Isn't it like 200 mil to 100 mil?
It could work out about 200 million, yeah. So if you look at it, knowing our board, from 200 million of that, we'll probably see 40 million of that, because knowing that, should the greedy bastards there will say that. Because it was a couple of months back where David Sullivan or the ball turner said we're 105 million in debt and we've got no money to spend on players. So why are you saying that stuff?
Bless up, my boss. That is mad. That is mad. It's basically, they pocket in the money, siphon into other accounts across overseas, etc., because funny thing, right? Because I know a friend of mine, like I told you, I know a friend that's good in finance, right? He said most of these owners, right, these billionaires, they go to like countries where the taxes is lax, like especially billionaires in Europe. They go to like Monaco and countries like this because technically they're not a UK citizen. They're a resident of this country, and the law says it doesn't matter which country you're from, you pay as long as you're here. This is how much money you paid in taxes, et cetera, right? And so you're pocketing money off the club, plus your other business expenses. So you mean to tell me you own this club? So you're really gonna sit there, see the club get screwed, collect parachute payments. Let's probably gonna put the club on the market to sell, collect money. So you bleed the club, sell it, and then collect money again, basically. So my thing is, this is a perfect example. You see the Chelsea situation? Yeah. The Chelsea situation is like Roman Abramovich. I have to say he's one of the best football owners in the Premier League history, bro, because he didn't really care about the money. He just wanted to win. And because of certain situations, we're not going to name names or nothing, they didn't like that, so they punished him for it. And he said he will sue the UK government. He will sue them because what they actually did was dead wrong. But I ain't going to get too much into that detail, brother. But I really do hope West Ham stay up because me personally, I don't have nothing personal against West Ham. If we win or lose against you guys, listen, fair play, because you guys always find quality players in your squad. And Bowen, you see Bowen, man, listen, that brother is dangerous. When I say he's dangerous, I'm like, when we drew a point to you guys, I'm like, when I look at the starting 11, I'm like, oh shit, Bowen is here. West Ham is going to get something out of this game, and I said it.
No, I agree on that.
Just on also your club, you actually could do with staying up because you rent your stadium, don't you? So if you go down, how much of the parachute payments will actually go towards paying for the stadium for the season?
Well, it'll still be the same thing. That bit wouldn't change. 99-year lease on the ground itself.
Oh, wow.
So when you look at it like that, that's a big thank you for Daniel Levy and Barry Hearn for that, and obviously Mayor Khan. So thank you very much for letting us just rent the stadium. We play like the opening game of the season, with the ticket sales and obviously the merch sales. That covers the cost for the whole of the season. Just that one game. So everything else otherwise is profit to the club.
It's disgusting because I've said this a few times with on these shows. I really do think some sort of regulator should be brought in that oversees the management of the club so that they aren't making these mistakes and doing things like that. I mean,
you look at the new thing coming in, have you? You got the new thing taking over PSR. That's coming in, or it's already in now. So that's the sustainability thing. There is, unfortunately, as always, there's a loop where, like, so for instance, Newcastle. There's some kind of caveat in this new setup where Newcastle could possibly start signing big signings because there's a loophole in the new thing. So watch this space with Newcastle, I'd say.
But also, what I mean is with these regulators, they could oversee these owners. So the clubs, for example, like Sheffield Wednesday and Leicester, aren't completely run into the ground and falling from league to league to league. Because you look at Leicester, not even 10 years ago, the season, they won the league.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that? It was 10 years ago.
You can look at Blackburn. Blackburn was there as well, kind of thing.
Look at the very first Premier League, they won it. Bolton, another one, they were in the Prem. Where are they now?
I got a question to ask you, right? As far as, just correct me if I'm wrong, with West Ham, right? Because I don't know much about West Ham in a sense. Yes, you guys won the Conference League, and what other trophies you guys won? But this may sound like a stupid question. There's something I'm trying to make, like the Conference League.
So previous to that, if you look at it, and Vigilante might want to close his ears at this point, and that it was 1980 when we won the FA Cup against Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that with Lampard's dad?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my granddad told me about that.
So
Yeah.
so
So when you look at
so
that side of things,
uh-huh.
so
so
these
so
boys
so
behind.
so
There you go.
so so
Them boys
from
behind me.
I will
nice,
say
nice.
my granddad did speak very highly of that team back then. He said that you guys were something formidable back then to deal with.
Yeah, they were, I
So
mean, you know, you got Billy Bonds there. You had, you know, you had Frank Lampard Senior. You had obviously, you can see him there covering his hands up at the moment there, and obviously Trevor Brooking that scored the goal.
That was it, man.
and
My granddad would rave about Trevor Brooking. He used to tell me like he was something special.
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say thank you for Michael Carrick, because I know he started out at West Ham. You know, thank you for Michael Carrick, because
You should actually be thanking Spurs, Rasta.
no. I'm not thanking them. No.
Yeah, I'm not thanking
Oh,
them.
okay, yeah. They're dumb enough, but I always.
And Berbatov.
Oh yes, and Berbatov. Yes, I forgot about Berbatov.
You
But nonetheless, I got to give respect to West Ham, because I've been saying this for time. West Ham always have quality players, and they know when to sell their players at the right time.
Yeah,
So,
but we lost out on Carrick. We lost out on quite a few players. There was no sell-on contracts or anything like that. So for Carrick, we lost out money on that one as well. But yeah,
but
You did
So
on
from-
as well, to be fair. I think you guys did lose quite a lot on him.
yeah. There's quite a few players we lost out on money on. That's back in the day, you know. West Ham's board didn't think about sell-on contracts. It's just a case of we make money in that, and that'll be enough.
hey, and I said this before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Harry Redknapp coach your club at one time?
He did indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see. The memory banks is awakened, man. Because when I was being introduced to football, my uncle just used to have me watch old cassette tapes and all of that. You know what I mean? So it's like he said, you gotta respect the older players, the older generation of football, because if it wasn't for the older generation football, you wouldn't know what the beautiful game is like. And Prophet, I'm sorry to say this, me, King, and Hammers TV, we've seen the best, and some of the men in the chat, we've seen the best versions of the Premier League in the early 2000s, but we always have to and the 90s as well. I've seen some of the 90s, but not all of it. But nonetheless, I have to respect the generations before us, because they set the trend. Like, this is how it's done, etc. So Hammer TV, man, like, I just want to say, man, I watch your channel. I love what you're doing, my brother. You keep it real. You say what you have to say. You don't sugarcoat anything. And I feel like that's what fan channels are supposed to be like. If your board is not doing something that you don't like, they deserve to be called out about it. 100%. And it's like, oh, you're negative, you're this, you're this. I said, nah. I watch football with my eyes, and I listen with my ears. Pause, and I speak about it. Yeah. So if I'm seeing crap on the pitch, and if I see my board is not doing anything, me as a fan, I have every right to talk about it, because at the end of the day, my money going into this club. I want to know. I want my money to be spent a certain way.
True. I mean, King, let me ask you this question. I mean, what do you think about this this situation with Blueco and Chelsea? And I mean, it just seems that they're doing the right things, but also it seems like they're doing the wrong things at the same time. I mean, what's your interpretation of these owners?
For me, Blueco is, I don't mind the under 25 model. I don't mind the model, but the model has to be run by the right people. I think
Mm,
when it comes to ownership, a lot of it comes down to the decisions you make on the people you hire beneath you. Because in the end of the day, they're going to be here for 10 years. They signed a 10-year contract. They can sell the actual company Blue Co, but they can't sell the club. So under whatever contract that they had with Roman had to sell quickly. We could have had Ineos. We could have had another ownership. They were the best of a bad bunch. So we're in that situation.
mm,
They're probably going to be here for another 10 years. They've spent money. So they've
true.
spent money, which is a good thing, which most owners don't do. They've invested. They've invested in another club in Strasbourg. They've actually tried to bring in youth players, which has been good. The negatives is the people that are running it, the sporting directors, the managers. Those are the mistakes that you make. And when you make mistakes in that level, especially in the modern day game, it doesn't really matter who the players on the pitch now, because we're in a, a a time of football where it's not about mavericks. It's not about a player taking it by the scruff of the neck and scoring a 30-yard banger. You're not seeing that. It's about a sporting director that's able to recruit the talent that is good enough to make a squad, and a manager that is able to just basically manage that talent. On those two levels, we are terrible at.
Mm,
Every manager appointment we've made has become worse and worse and worse and worse. The sporting directors, one was from Brighton, one was from Southampton, another guy used to be a part of City Academy. Another guy. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, and you look at the type of players that we bring in. They either City Academy, they either former Brighton, or they're young 15, 16 year olds from Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Chile, somewhere over there. That's the three type of players we're bringing in. And for me, that's the issue, is that when you have three different ideas of types of players coming in, you can't make a cohesive squad for you to win the big trophies. You do need a little bit of experience, not a lot, just a little sprinkle of experience.
true.
And you need a manager that's experienced enough, that has a winning mentality, that has a winning style of football in order to manage the squad. The difference between us and, let's say, a PSG, who are doing the same thing, one of the youngest squads in all of Europe, they have a top five manager. They have a top five sporting director. That's the difference. That's all. That's all Blue Co need to do.
Yeah, yeah.
If they do those two things, get a top manager and a top sporting director to actually just one, not multiple, just one, it can turn around real quick. It's
Mm,
Football is very simple in that aspect.
absolutely.
Are they the worst owners? No. Are they the best owners? No. But the mistakes they're making is the reason why a lot of people are upset and
Mm,
angry. Now, compared to other ownerships that we could have had, is what is. And it makes sense that they have made those bad decisions when it comes to the footballing people, because a lot of the Blue Co ownership group are from countries where football isn't the big thing. You know what I'm saying? So they have ownership in baseball, basketball, NFL, etc., etc. So they don't understand the game that we're a part of, and they're also looking at these players like assets rather than actually realizing the fans are a bit more especially in this country. Um, and especially when it comes to football, it's more about the club, not the player. In American sports, they care more about the players. They follow a player from club to club to club. They're able to move clubs from city to city. They're allowed to do things over there. But when it comes to England Premier League, the club is like a religion. And if you disrespect the religion, then people are going to be upset with the ownership. And that's what they've done to a certain extent. And that's why you see the backlash
mm,
from them. That's why you see the backlash from Strasbourg, because Strasbourg feel like they're just a feeder club. Even though that previously they haven't been as good in the French league, they just don't feel it's their club anymore. And that's the things that people are upset by, is that when you feel like your club isn't what it should be or what it was anymore, either in during the time of Roman or even before that, uh, before Roman. So I think that's why people are angry, and that's what I'm annoyed about, is that on the footballing level they've made too many mistakes in sporting directors and manager. That's for me.
mm. mean,
because
obviously, I was going to say to you, because you mentioned one of your current manager, the man that kind of models for Next clothing.
Yeah.
This man just kind of, I don't know. I don't know why they appointed him. It just seemed a weird choice.
It was
Bringing him
easy.
in.
It was easy. It
Suppose,
was the
yeah.
easy option
Mm,
from
They
your
should have
sister
kept
club.
Maresca.
The thing is,
Sorry.
they got rid of Maresca for non-sporting reasons. And this is the thing. I don't mind them getting rid of Maresca if you get a better manager in. That's not my problem. Even with your situation, for example, when you got rid of Moyes,
yeah.
getting rid of Moyes wasn't the problem. It's the man that you got after him in Lopetegui who wasn't better than him. That's my issue. If you're gonna get rid of a manager, make it for sporting reasons and make the next manager be an actual winner or a better manager than the previous one.
Absolutely. I agree on that. I mean, the only kind of thing we can praise Lopetegui is the fact he got those points come the beginning of the season. Because if he didn't, we'll be in the championship now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
truth of that.
Yeah, but
But
him and
you're right what you're
Potter, him and Potter, for me, I think were terrible for West Ham at the times that they were brought in. I feel like if you got rid of Moyes and then brought in a Potter, I think that would have been a better time to do that because then you give a summer for a manager to implement a new style of football. But you went from
True.
negative to even more negative, which has led to this downfall because then you go to a positive. It's like Nottingham Forest, for example. They went from uh, Nuno, who's negative defensive style football, and then they brought in Ange. It's dumb. You can't just do a 360 of the style of football on a team just like that. You have to kind of gradually do it or bring in the players that can actually do it. Because when you bring in a new manager, if you don't invest enough on the players to fit the style of football, the next season's going to collapse, and that's what happened to Forest. That's what has happened to
Liverpool.
West Ham. That's what's happened to us. That's what's happened to Liverpool. That's what happened to many clubs. Like if you don't actually spend the 500 to a billion to rejig the players that you have to fit the new style of football that the new manager wants to implement, it's never going to work. It's never going to work.
Even if you spend that money, though, you look at with Slot. He's, like you said, completely changed the style of football, and he's completely fallen off a cliff. The guy's completely shocking.
Yeah, but in the upper echelon end, you have to spend 500 million wasn't enough. They didn't get the centre backs. They didn't replace Diaz. Another issue is Liverpool fans say, "Oh, we got rid of." You didn't replace Diaz. You didn't get a left winger. Gakpo wasn't good enough anyway.
Gakpo's one who they should have really sold.
Should have sold both. Should have sold both. Should have sold both and got in a left winger that was good enough. Should have let go of Salah and brought in another right winger that they're probably going to do this summer. Should have got centre backs, not centre backs, because the only good centre backs that they had were Van Dijk, who's on the decline, and Konate, whose head was in Madrid. Like Joe Gomez, come on, man. We saw him the other year twerking for Matoma. Man was doing Ice Spice. He's not good. The youngster Leone got injured for the season. So, like, when ownerships make dumb decisions in terms of players and you overspend on certain positions, you have to spend more money just to get the centre backs in, just to get that left winger in. I don't care that you spent 500 million. You should have spent even more than that because that's what you needed. And in January, there was the perfect time for Liverpool to get some players in to shore up the season. The two players that they could have got went to City.
Yeah, you guys did not act at all.
Yeah. He would have gone Liverpool. He was in a shirt. Man did a goodbye video in the summer, and they didn't get over the line. And then when January opened, why didn't they just get it done straight away? First day,
but this is the thing, isn't it? Yeah, because the Palace owners pulled the deal, didn't they? For one,
yeah.
But you're right what you're saying, though, King. Why didn't they kind of go for this player back in January? Because it would have been done. They waited, and by then it was too late. And Man City thought, you know what? Yeah, we'll slap it up, and half the price that Liverpool were going to pay as well. That just says it all. Big up to OSV7. He's saying you're old enough. They were before my time. I was still a young bubby in nappies at that point. So yes, I remember of them, but not enough to kind of see them actually play live.
So the one game we haven't actually covered is yours, King. Give your thoughts on your game because that was a pretty straightforward win.
It was a comfortable win. we got the goal early. Once we got that goal early and the nerves settled when Hato got from the corner, I think it was just over after that. I feel like when it comes to games against Port Vale or lower opposition, if you score early, especially at home, and then the crowd is into it, then it makes it a lot easier. I think the longer we waited to score that first goal, maybe they could have done something. But then after that, it was just a very easy win, honestly. After that, which is needed, obviously. After the before the international break, we had a bad 2 weeks, back to PSG, lost to Newcastle, got beat up by Everton. So it's about time that we actually got a good win. But does it mean anything in the grand scheme of things of the season? Not really, because for me, I feel like next weekend we got City, then we've got other games that I don't really see where the next win comes on for us after that. And also, obviously, it's good to be in the FA Cup semi-final. It's good to get through. It was a game where everybody ate, everybody got goals, so that's a good thing. You know, Esteval, all the players and stuff. We got a couple youngsters coming on, which was cool. But in the end of the day, it doesn't really mean much to me unless I win the trophy. And it would just cover the cracks of a terrible season. Honestly, winning the FA Cup would just cover the cracks of a season to forget in my mind.
King, can we ask? What was your thoughts on Rossini putting out a full strength side against the Port Vale side? What was your thoughts on that?
I think he had no choice. He needed a win. He needed to win today, or he needed to win the other day.
That's how I saw it. I must admit, because it's like, you know, you've got all these players signed, and you know, there's an opportunity to play these players to see what they're capable of, and he puts a full strength side out. I mean, I get it. I think, you know, there's probably pressure from the board because he knows, and I'm assuming you have the same feeling that he's probably not going to be renewing his contract come the end of this season. I think he'll probably be gone before then. I do believe. I mean, for us at the moment, we're very thankful. We've got Disasi from you guys at the moment. What a player, immense player. How he's not getting a look in at Chelsea, I don't know. But we're thankful for that because he seems to be enjoying himself. Are we going to sign him? I don't know, because I think you're looking for, I think it's about 40 million for him.
Yeah. I think he'll go 30 to 40 million to Disasi. But the thing about Disasi is he's not a bad player. He just doesn't suit the style of football that a passing out the back team is going to play, and or if you're going to play with a high line, because he doesn't have the pace. Doesn't have the pace for it. But in a team like West Ham, where you're solid, where you have to be solid defensively, back four. You know, I think that type of teams, those mid-table to low, that are more low block type teams, he'll be perfect for, because he's solid. He's rock solid at the back.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to thank him because he's brought the best out of Mavropanos.
Yeah,
that's for sure. You know,
yeah.
The man's kind of had a resurgence of late, kind of thing, and yeah, that's great to see. He couldn't do it with Kilman today, but you know, you can't win all the battles, can you?
Yeah. But thank you, though. You know, you're putting up his price, so at least we're going to get some money back from him.
I was going to say.
It was looking bad
And he scored, as well. Yes.
Hey, Hammer, any scrubs you have in your squad, just send them over to Chelsea, yeah? Send them over there, please, and thank you. Send them over there.
Kilman can go there, yeah, like, you know, no one time. We'll do a straight
Don't worry, King. Kilman is going to do great. He's going to be amazing at Chelsea. Amazing.
Unfortunately, he doesn't suit the under 25 model. We only do.
That's funny.
Brazilian kids.
That's
Brazilian
funny. Hey, you know, so funny. This under 25 model is BS, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because yes, I get it, but you need experience within that. But you see these little project billionaires. Oh, this is just a pet project. They don't understand football like us guys. They don't understand it. But it's like talking on deaf ears. It's like talking to all of us. If all of us come together and say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna put 10 million. You put 10 million. That put 10 million. We're gonna buy this club. We understand football. We watch it week in and week out. Yeah, we're gonna go to like the what non-league. We're gonna bring a non-league team straight up to League One, then League Two, then then Championship. Then we're gonna hopefully go to the Premier League. You get me? And this is what I say. If they want to do well, hire the right people and listen to the fans because the fans are the lifeblood of the club. But these are the pet
And
project billionaires. They don't understand that, man. But
Mm.
Lord, they don't like fans like us. They don't like fans like us. That's all I could say. They want the happy clapper, the touristy fans.
Can I add something to that though? I
Yeah,
don't agree on the point of listening to fans because some of these fans are idiots. I'll
well,
yeah,
be
yeah,
honest.
that's true too.
when
That's
you look
true too.
at that
And
Yeah,
perception,
majority of the big club fan bases, yeah,
delusional.
they are overly delusional. They're idiot. For me, it's not about listening to fans. For me, it's just about making the right decisions in manager and sporting director. Under 25 works if you get the best talent. But if you make late, for me, the other issue that I have is with Chelsea is they made lazy signings. Garnacho is a lazy signing. Gittins is a lazy signing. They make lazy signings. If you actually do your due diligence and do the research and actually look at the best under 25 wingers, you're not going to get a Garnacho. He's not even top five. You're probably going to go
you're,
to Juve, get a Yildiz for the left wing. If you need a young centre back, Murillo at Nottingham Forest. See, the thing about it is, it's not so much the model; it's about getting the right players to fit the model. If you're going to do under 25, get the best under 25 players available. Go
yeah,
for the
your
best.
your goalkeeper most certainly is not in that list.
No, he's not.
Like,
He's
he's
not.
terrible.
He's over 25. Sanchez is over 25. Jorgensen's under 25, and they're both trash. The best under 25 keeper you can get is Diego Costa at Porto. He plays and he can do the kicking out the back football, and he's
And the
better
other
than both our
people you had
keepers.
is at my club, and he's fucking shocking.
Yeah, yeah. So like for me, the model it's never the problem with the model. It's the implementation of the model that is the issue, and also be able to have the ability to tweak it a little bit to add a couple experienced players, but good experience. Because our experienced players, for the most part, are trash. Tossin's over 25, rubbish. Chalaba's over 25, not good enough. Um, who else is over 20? Cucurella's over 25, he's okay. Um,
Reece
Sanchez
James,
is over 25, rubbish. Who else is over
or Reece James.
yeah, he's good. But like majority of our over 25 players are the ones that aren't good enough. If anything, I'd rather us play the kids and academy ballers from Cobham because I expect them to do better than the current players that we currently play in our 11 and squad for me. But that's what Achimpong for me is better than Toss and Chalobah and these players and should get game time. But that's when you need an experienced manager to be able to understand what players are good enough and what players aren't. And when they aren't good enough, tell the club, hey, get rid of them.
And I gotta say this though, King. If Maresca was still here, Chelsea would have been in a better position than it's at right now. I have to say this. I give credit where credit is due. Maresca won a trophy in the championship. He won the Conference League, and he won the Club World Cup. So I give credit to where credit is due. You get what I'm saying? So if they had listened to him, right? Because let's say out of Pep disciples, he's a disciple that actually won silverware. To be honest, let's be real here. He's one of Pep disciples that actually won shit. So it's if they had listened to him and hear him out and tell him this is what he want, Chelsea could have been in a better position as we speak currently. So it kind of falls back to ownership. But Lord. Oh, nice, man. Nice. 21 likes. 21 likes. That's what I'm talking about, people. That is what I'm talking about, people. Smash the likes and sub to the man them that's on the panel. And yeah, people, appreciate the support week in and week out, man. To each and every one of you legends in the chat. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
we'll look into the Champions League games coming up because there's some big games this week.
Yeah.
Let me just share the screen quickly. Obviously, not including you, Russ. That's not a dig, by the way. Three of us.
No, you're good.
Three of us have got some very, very tough games coming up.
Well, Vig, I'm in this because Madrid is my second team, bro.
Yeah, again, that's not a dig at you, King. I forgot you weren't in it. So me and Prophet have got some.
No, Prophet, no, Vig. Me and King is in this because Madrid is our second team. Madrid is our second team, so we
I genuinely forgot Chelsea were out. I admit I've got a splitting headache tonight. But,
It's all good. It's all good, Vich. It's all good.
But yeah, me and Prophet have got some. Both of us have got brutal and tough games this week, both away.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is now, I just want, if Arsenal can do it, get away with a 1-0 and no injuries. That's the main thing. I just don't want no more injured players. And if we go out the champs, because we're not winning it, if we go out now, we go out. I'd rather at least try and win the league, which obviously you've heard me say I have no confidence we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm worried about this game. And another thing, I don't want to see Max Dalman in this game. Let me just move this stupid thing. How do you move that? Yeah, your thoughts.
You should be able to move it to the right hand side, Vigilante.
Yeah, your what you call it? Your face is covered by the logo.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah.
So you go to the media file on that, and you should be able to move it over. You should see where you got your logo. You can move it to the right hand side.
It should be a good week though, because there are some nice games there on paper.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great week. Liverpool lose again. Also, it's going to be a fun match. I'm not.
Hammer, when you get a chance, look in the private chat.
Yeah, I'll do that now. Actually, I'm going to reply back to you now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Sporting Arsenal. I'll be honest with you, don't watch that game. That game's going to be the worst one out of the four.
Two seconds, I've forgotten how to sort this out.
No problem, bro. No problem.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, guys. I've lost it now. I can't remember how to remove my stupid channel logo.
It should be on media assets.
Oh yeah, I see it now. My bad.
There you go.
There it is. Go. But yeah, I expect Arteta to be rushing more injured players back. Don't be surprised if he forces maybe Nkapie back or Madueke on for that game, because I can see us really starting to capitulate in multiple games now. That is going to be a rough one because those defenders, I've forgotten their strikers for Sporting. They are going to feed nothing off running off the shoulders of our defenders. We're in a lot of trouble.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this Gyökeres's former side as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Man's going back to his old hunting ground. Right?
2 seconds. Yeah, Tony, you need to drop off, don't you?
Yes, mate. Thank you very much for the invite. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Appreciate this.
You want to shout your before you go?
Yeah, so you can find me on HammersFootballTV. Do the watch alongs, obviously. Do the Sunday night takeaway as well. So anytime we invite you guys on, if you want to come onto that. And obviously, I do a show called Spotlight. I'm trying to get that back up again. So any of you guys want to jump onto that? It's just about asking you how what you do, how you get on with into the YouTube world, and obviously your love of your club. So yeah, be looking forward to that one as well. We want to do that.
Yeah, man. Love to do that.
But appreciate the invite as always.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, man. And thank you for dropping by and spreading the knowledge.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome.
Yep.
And enjoy the rest. Keep smashing the like people for these guys. You know, they're all doing really well. All there to help each other out. So let's make sure we support these guys and get their subs up. Yeah, doing some great stuff. And enjoy the rest of the week. Have a good bank holiday if you're in England and that. And enjoy the rest of the week as well. Big up, everyone. Take it
Big
easy.
up.
Take care, Tony.
Peace. Take care.
Tony's link is in the title, guys, so make sure you are subbed. But yeah, so I can see us losing maybe 2 or 3-0 in that game, by the way. Most I want out of it is 1 or 2-0, and we get away, again, no injuries to key players. But yeah, I really do think Arteta's going to get found out in the Champions League. That's still not yet to happen, and we've got away with 1 or 2 results, especially the Kairat game. That was embarrassing. Supposedly top of the Champions League, and you're conceding 2 at home to the team bottom of the Champions League. Amazing, isn't it, finishing first? We only narrowly won that game 3-2. So if we can compete against a team like that, Sporting away, they could really make light work of us.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, we struggle with teams that play quick 1-2 touch passing in and around our box. We concede every time. Look at United. Same thing happened with Southampton. And it will happen again.
Mm.
Biff, thank you so much to everyone that subbed. I really appreciate it.
Big up, bro.
Yes, man. Bless up.
But just on the games I'm more interested in is actually that Barca Atletico one that in terms of what I'll be watching. But I will say, Prophet, I think you guys are in for it's not going to be the same as last season when you won against PSG.
No, definitely not. The goalkeeper's different, so that won't be happening again.
That game, I really do think it's going to be like what they did to Chelsea.
I think we lose. I don't think we get smashed over 2 legs. Maybe in the first leg. I don't think we get smashed in the second leg, though. Yeah, I'm not confident for the game, though. I've got to be honest. I'm not confident. You know, if we're conceding 4 against City like that, then and I think they're hitting form again as well. They've had a bit of they were having a bit of a rough period at the beginning of the campaign, but you've seen what they did to Chelsea in the last round. Yeah, I'm not confident, bro. Second, I expect them to have the ball in this game. I expect them to dominate possession and have the ball a lot and control the game. For us, I think it's going to be one of those where we're going to have to try and do what we did last year, where they have the ball, we surrender possession and try and get... I think we might play for a draw for this one. I think we might try and play for a draw. I don't think it'll work, mind you, with the firepower they have. I don't see it working with how fragile our defence is as well, but I think Slot will probably try and shut up shop for this one, get a point, maybe get over there with a 1-0 and then try and take it back to Anfield. I think this could be over after the first leg. I think this could be over. I'll be honest. Isak is back for this game. He should be on the bench. Will he make a difference? Probably not. Yeah, man. I'm going to be honest. The backup goalkeeper does worry me a little bit as well. Against City, I think for 1 or 2 of the goals, his positioning was a bit air. So, not confident, but I do think our Champions League journey comes to an end, unfortunately, over these 2 legs, I'll be honest.
So I'm thinking the same for my club, to be honest. I don't think that both the English teams are going much further after the stage. King and Rasta, any thoughts?
Honestly, bro, Champions League matches, it's going to be interesting. One side is going to feel a lot of pain, another side is going to feel a lot of rejoice. And I agree, man. Liverpool, slot machine, aka Lord Voldemort, is having a very good and negative effect. Big up yourself, Donversations TV, aka Don C. So it's gonna be pain. It's gonna be pain and joy on one end. One end gonna feel pain, one end gonna feel joy.
What you saying?
Especially,
You're saying Vidge is going to feel joy and I'm going to feel pain. Is that what you're saying?
no, I think we're going to feel pain because I'm looking at Arsenal's defence. With Gabriel out, it's going to probably be the centre backs. It'll be Mosquera, Saliba. We'll probably have that wild horse Calafiori and maybe Ben White again. It's not going to be good.
But as far as the Arsenal game, Arteta and Arsenal need to do something because the fans are fierce. But I feel like you guys do get past Sporting though. I feel like you guys do. I feel like you do. No, he needs to because
kind of need Arsenal to go deep because of that whole spot in it, fifth place.
Yeah. I really feel like you do because let's put it this way: he has to answer for the Sunderland. He has to answer for that. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And anything after that, I don't know. But Sporting Lisbon, he has to answer. He has to answer for that disgrace of a performance over the weekend. So.
He'll try and play for a draw, Rasta, because the way Arteta's mind works is play for a result where he keeps the scoreline as minimal as possible.
Yeah.
That's how he doesn't think of, let's go and play this game to win the game by the highest scoreline possible. No, let's not lose by a high scoreline. Keep it as low as we can, which is, again, it's just spineless.
True. I hear it.
So, what's everyone's prediction for all them games? Who do you think advances over two legs?
I say Arsenal goes through, Barcelona goes through, PSG goes through, and as much as Hala Madrid is my second team, Bayern goes through. Bayern.
I agree with you on that.
That's going to be an interesting one. Real Madrid, Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
See, that can go either way. Real Madrid could be how they were against City and just smash a team. Or Bayern could be just like that team that just decided, right, that's it, we're going to smash you today.
I think out of all of them games, the 50-50 one for me is the Atletico Madrid Arsenal. I'll be honest. I think
I agree.
I think Arsenal win. I think PSG beat us as well, unfortunately. And that Barcelona Atletico, I think that's anyone's game. I can't lie.
True.
Yeah, Joshy J. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think you're having the same result you had last season at their ground.
No.
I think they at least put 3 past their profit.
Circumstances are very different, man. That won't happen again.
Because the way I see PSG and the way they've been playing, the moment they get one, they're straight in there for the second, third, and the fourth. They want to finish it off as quick as they can.
Yep.
I'll be honest, we're in a bad position either way because if we do somehow make it through over two legs, we'll play Bayern Munich in the semi-final, which lightning won't strike the same place twice. So either way, we're done. I think, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
first of all, big up Donzervation TV, aka Donchenko. I saw your Arsenal, stream you had.
My
you know what I'm
God.
saying? Your cry along stream.
Oh my God, you're wicked.
Your emergency meeting.
You're wicked.
Your kumbaya sesh. I was there live and direct. It was
Hey, King, mind Dancy curse you out in patois, yeah? Mind he curse you out in patois, bro. So be careful. Choose your words
I
carefully.
predicted the result. I even gave him a call. He cussed me out.
Oh!
I'll show that after the stream, yeah. But big up, Doncy. In terms of these games, the thing is, the difference between Real Madrid against City and Real Madrid against Bayern is Real Madrid now have the Ninja Turtle and Jude Smellingham playing, and if you saw them on the weekend, they lost.
It's horrid, bro. It's horrid.
It was a terrible loss. They looked disjointed. They didn't look cohesive. They didn't look like a team. They had no Fede Valverde either, so maybe he might make a difference. But I think Bayern over two legs should win it. I think they're the second best team in Europe at the current moment, and I just think Madrid, when the Ninja Turtle and the Smellingham plays, they just don't look like the same team. And I think City were very unlucky that they came up against Real Madrid without those two players. Sporting Arsenal, I think Arsenal should go through. I think Gyökeres is going to have a field day against Sporting. I think those are the type of games where players score against their former clubs. He may even get a hat trick. Who knows? But I think for me, I said it on Don C's channel on the Friday Night Madness. Go check it out. I said that the only games Arsenal win this month are going to be against Sporting. As for Barca Atleti, I give the edge to Atleti. I think Barcelona's highlighters too is absolutely crazy. They did play each other on the weekend, and Barca won 2-1, but Atleti were down to 10. So, I think if normally, when it's a best out of three, especially against two big teams, more than likely, whoever wins in the league loses in the Champions League. So I think if Atleti can win the first leg or at least get a draw, I think they go through. And PSG are gonna pretty much do what they did to us against Liverpool. It's gonna be like Man City bopped you on the weekend 4-0. You know what I'm saying? It was, what I'm saying. You're asking City what position. You're gonna be asking PSG what position as well. It's gonna be back to back. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be straight raw. So if anything, Prophet's not gonna be shouting. He's just gonna be there.
Pause.
Yet again. It's no pause, man. Liverpool gonna get bent over. They're gonna say in Dukes.
Hey yo, pause.
It's gonna be straight spellings. Oh man. Hey, hey, listen, that game's gonna be put on certain sites. If you know, you know, because that's how much of a beatdown it's gonna be this midweek. I'll be there watching it.
The thing that comes up to me, with Gyökeres, I don't think he's going to be much of a threat, King, because really the players that'll be feeding him the ball, if they pass him the ball, is Snot Bubble and 29. I mean, the one has like toes made out of marshmallows. The guy cannot shoot in Odegaard. And Kai Havertz, I'm not even going to get into that one. The guy's just rolling around non-stop. I mean, I swear at one point he fell over and with his own arm reached out and slapped the player's foot away so that he fell over. That's how bad he is. I swear I see him do that at one point, and it was just like, these are the players that are going to win us something? Nah, we're not winning anything. He's failed 2 seasons in a row to win us fuck all. So what? Kai Havertz is the answer with fucking Odegaard? No. And I think Sporting fully exposed just how bad of a fraud Arteta is this week. You watch, it's going to be bad.
I've just remembered as well, guys. For that Bayern Madrid game, both keepers have got their first choice goalkeeper out. So Neuer's not available, and Courtois not available either. I'm sure both have their first team keeper out. So
yeah.
Potentially.
Right. If we get a result, we maybe draw that game and we get a result at the Emirates, but we're not winning away. I don't see it. Look what Sporting did to Bodo. They were 4-0 down from the first leg and they absolutely tore them apart in the second leg to come back to get through to this round. So don't write Sporting off. Do not take them lightly.
True.
No, I don't write them off, but I just think we lose to Atleti in the next round. That's what I think will happen. I think Arsenal lose to Atleti in the next round. I think it's going to be Arsenal Atleti, it's going to be Bayern PSG, and then the final will probably be PSG Atleti. That's what I'm thinking. That's what AJ said, and I agree with him.
Fierce.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If Arsenal do lose to Sporting, though, and they do lose the next 3 games, and that does happen, football will be saved. So I'll be happy.
Oh yeah. One last thing. I just want to give a shout out to you lads. You've been putting in elite work rate, especially America Academy. Been putting in some elite work rate. Big up Vig, big up Prophet. I forgot to say that earlier. But especially you, America Academy. America Academy.
Hey, big up Rastaway, K, man.
I will
Do
tell
better,
you.
do better for Arsenal though. You're mocking it on the wing.
I will say, King, you missed a good game earlier at the Inter Roma game. That was a good game.
Oh yeah, I
saw
checked
bits of
I
it,
checked the highlights. The second goal for Inter, what a banger!
Yeah, yeah. What a screamer that was. So
Yeah.
I don't have much more to say. Any final words from you guys?
Nah, I'm good. Pretty much, I'm good. And big up to the legend that is Suge in the chat. Big up Suge.
Oh, Prophet earlier said that we need Arsenal to go through for the top five is already assured. All we need is it's already assured for England.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, if any, especially
Yeah,
because
bless her.
obviously we have two teams in the Europa League, one team in the Conference League as well. So
I think the only way we get it is if Villa have a capitulation, or just if Chelsea are just as bad as we are, and we're less shit than them. That's the only way I think we get it. Either way,
no, it could be 6 teams because I think Villa have a big chance of winning Europa League as well.
so 6 teams in the Champions League, or 1 or
No,
5.
top six. Because if Villa are top 5 and win Europa League, they get a Champions League spot automatically from winning Europa League. That means that spot goes to the 6th place team.
That's a lot
So-
of teams in Europe next season, then potentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
England, there'll be potential for maybe 9 teams. in
Yeah,
the
9.
Europe.
That's just wrong. That's creating the Super League, but in a different way.
No, it's been
Yeah.
like that. We got the money. And it is what it is. The Premier League is the Super League right now. Outside of certain select teams that wanted to create a Super League, the Premier League is the Super League.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Crap.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the new format. This new format is a copy of the Super League. To be honest.
Yeah,
100%.
with the league
Yeah,
table
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
like it though.
prefer
I
the
like
group
it.
stage, I'll be honest.
I like it. I
So
like it.
step off it.
I said I prefer the group stage, if I'm being honest.
And so there's been some interesting games. What I don't like is that you're getting a lot of big games scheduled the same evening. It's been
Yeah.
poor scheduling in a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a problem. The
I think
scheduling
that's been in the
should
Prem
be
as well.
improved.
It's not along with in Europe. It's very, very annoying.
Yeah.
And so I do like this new format. Just they schedule it better. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, mix up the games. But obviously, certain scheduling, I think when it comes to the Prem scheduling, they don't care. They just do it for whatever the best for TV.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you. I'm not a fan of teams meeting twice sometimes in a season. I'll be honest. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I feel if a team plays someone once,
You can't really avoid it sometimes. Though.
You
That's the
can't.
thing.
I know.
In what? In what
It's like
sense?
Madrid City have played each other for the last four years now. In a row, they've met each other. It gets a bit boring at this stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens. I mean, look at Arsenal. Sorry to cut across you, King. Right? We went through a point where we played Barcelona twice, and then we played Bayern twice, and we held the same result for all 4 fucking games.
Oh yeah. That was great times. But I mean, Prophet,
Yeah.
you weren't around for it, but Chelsea Liverpool back in the day used to happen every
Yeah,
year.
that was quite a regular one. I used to enjoy
It's,
watching that.
it's good. It's good to have regular games in the chat. When it's too much, maybe free. When it's too much, it gets boring.
Yeah.
But I feel like it builds up a rivalry between teams across Europe or across England if they because Chelsea Liverpool's rivalry isn't even Premier League based; it's Champions League based.
It's like you and Barca have a bit of that as well, King. Right,
Yeah.
with Ronaldinho, which for me is still one of the best goals I've seen of all time. Where he just stood on the spot and flicked it in.
Yeah, when he did a little jiggy and made Czech look like a bum. I'm gonna lie. He was stood. He just looked like that.
Yeah, and he just like moved his foot just on the spot and flicked it in.
Yeah, man. What a goal! What a goal! Obviously, controversy was in that fixture as well. But yeah, I feel like it's good to face the same teams over multiple years because it creates a rivalry that you normally wouldn't expect to happen. So I think, but sometimes they do it too much. I think Man City, Madrid, they've done too much.
Yeah.
They need to freshen it. They need a new one. We need a new rivalry. Maybe Bayern Arsenal. Bayern Arsenal might be the one.
No, you know what might be a good one, King? We watched it. Inter Dortmund. That could be.
Yeah.
Come on.
I personally would like to
Such a
play
good game.
Barcelona again. It's been. I think last time we played them was 2019 during that when that Miracle Cup, and it's been too long. I'd love to play them again.
Yeah.
So we'll do a quick roll call. Big up to Hugh. Big up to Brian. Eros. Big up to DJ Crane. Suge. Big up to Dr. Seymour. Gunnar SE. Ryan Walls. Big up to Wahaha. Make sure you're sub to him. To Joshy as well. To the legend that is Shane. Big up to you. Tyrell Gunner. Another one. Make sure you're subbed. Big up to our resident little troll, Nighttime Kid. Big up Bush Baptiste. Gavin. Mob Bose. J-Lux. RSV. And the legend that is Don C. Make sure you're sub to all of the links in chat, guys. Do you guys want to shout out your channels? We'll go around King, Prophet, and then Rasta.
Yeah, no, appreciate for having me on. Big up the fellowship. African King Academy, I will be doing the Women's FA Cup games, or technically today, but the Monday. And I think there's some Serie A football that I might do as well. And I might even try and do when the Chelsea game, the Women's Chelsea game is on, I might even do the Club Brugge game. Might, diversify, go to Belgium. Maybe let's see what Belgium has to offer. But yeah, man. Try and do some of the European games over the week as well. I'll be able to do Europa League and Conference League as well. So I'll pick random games out in the Europa League and Conference League. So it should be a fun week of watch-alongs and fun. And yeah, that's it really.
Prophet.
Big up the lads on the panel as always, man. Great show again. Yeah, tomorrow live stream discussing the City game in a bit more detail. Tuesday we'll be looking ahead to the Paris Saint-Germain first leg. Match preview will be out. Wednesday watch along. Thursday again, just probably do an aftermath stream on the game. Friday look ahead to Fulham, and then Saturday watch along for the Fulham game. So yeah, big up people, just stay tuned.
Rasta Wake.
Shut up. Bless up to the panel, and bless up to the legends in the chat. No watch along this Wednesday because I have work obligations. But Thursday, the stand spot for sure. And Saturday, Sunday, I'm doing a watch along. I don't know which league yet. But bless up to you legends all the same. And bless up to Vidge, King, Prophet, Elite Work Rate. And bless up to Tony, Hammer Fans TV for joining in the stream. Lads, listen, keep your notification bells on. You never know who the random guest is going to be. You never know. And on that bombshell, people, latest.
We do have one lined up for the stands pod, by the way.
All right.
I can remember we spoke about it offline with Rasta.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So people, you know.
Tony, bro, I really appreciate you jumping on, and thank you so much for giving us your time this evening. Guys, make sure you ask up to Tony. His link is in the title of the video.
Yep. And on that bombshell, people, keep your notifications bell on. Sub to Vigilante. Sub to Africa King Academy. Sub to Liverpool Prophet. Sub to Rasta Stocks. We are the Fellowship of the Realists. Glazers out. Concrete out. Blueco out. FSG out. Bosh, and we're out.
And Arteta out. And AK, get your ass online, man. Hurry up.
Oh, yeah.